Hey, Undisputed fans, we wanted to give you some updates on the developments in Undisputed Career Mode. First off, they have partnered with Riyadh Season, which is a huge influx of resources that will be added to the game's development. They have also added members of the community to join their team with closed testing. Now, with all of that being added on the business forefront, they have also added new features in the game, such as a deep change to the game's damage and stamina system that makes it feel a little bit more dangerous. So we want to talk to you about what they can do with this extra time for early access career mode. With this extra time they had on development and resources that they could create boxers to have their own career play out with you. Think for a second. Legendary names like Isaac Frost, Dwight Cooper, Andre Bishop, level fighters being in the game and seeing their careers play out alongside with you. You could actually build rivalries with them or decide, I'd rather avoid them. But Jay, what else would you like to see in career mode?
Now, what I would like to see is for them to take a little bit of lead from what they did with Fight Night Champion, what EA did. And the career mode, and they called it legacy mode, it was very well thought out and it was story driven. It's very important to me for me to actually care about my boxer. I just don't want to jump from fight to fight with nothing meaningful happening, in between the fights. So a lot of it's going to have to deal with how you're going to interact with the media. There's been a big change in social media from Fight Night Champion to Undisputed. So that's very important. I think that a lot of folks out there will be keyed in on that. And also, whether, are you going to be in it for the fame? And I think that you said this before on one of your previous videos, or are you in it for the money? Am I trying to be the greatest of all time, or am I just trying to stuff my pockets? But that's that, along with the promotion, all the other things that make career mode robust, interactive, and actually make you care about your boxer. And that's primarily what I would like to see.
Yes, I agree. Because if you add some storylines happening, like maybe they'll add like some little bit of family drama, like the whole Andre Bishop and Raymond Bishop things playing out with your character to actually make you feel more inclined to care about your character's story.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very good.
Have that make an impact on like the career, like on your decisions, like, not saying they'd have it in there, like, like some domestic issues or whatever, just things that makes it more interesting. So like random events, things that might change the trajectory. You might have to step down, take a fight that you don't want to just because, you might need the money. Or, another boxer is calling you out. Things like that need to matter in career.
Yes, I completely agree. And those are the things that we greatly want to see in early access career mode. But remember, folks, this is early access. Early access means that it doesn't mean it's a beta. It doesn't mean that it definitely doesn't mean that it's literally the full experience of the game. This is just the building process of the game with consumers in order for things to be added, things to be adjusted to make the game get to the point that it needs to be. So while you're playing early access, always remember that.
Yeah, and like, you don't mind if I add to that? And just so everybody out there knows, I want to give you the definition of early access. Early access is a program where the game developers release early builds of their game to the public for purchase. These aren't demos or simple pre-orders. They're unfinished, unpolished, and sometimes buggy alpha builds and beta builds of versions of the game, and still a work in progress. And this was an agreement that you made, even though you purchased it, that was there. So you should have full understanding, and actual little bit of compassion for the developers and let them create the game with your input, positive input, not just spamming message boards, Discord servers about the things that you don't agree with, outlandish things that you don't agree with, and understand that this is a work in progress.
Yes. So with that in mind, please do come to our channel for more updates on Undisputed as it comes closer and closer to career mode. This has been Dark Ronin
and Smoking Jay, and until next time, we will both see you either in the ring or on the field.